All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. We got a wacky one for you today. We have brought a glass cannon to a legacy fight, I guess. I don't know if that analogy really works, but pretty wacky deck here in Gyruda Turbo Combo in Legacy. That's right, Legacy, of course. No reserve list on Magic Online, so let's do this, And this is a deck that has been floating around a bit and sort of taken the Goblin Charbelcher role in Legacy of being the glass cannon. For those who don't know what that means, a glass cannon is a very, very powerful deck. It's also very fragile. Glass cannon combo deck of the format, but it's surprisingly very resilient, and has a lot of really good elements. So, of course, Gyruda, Doom and Depths. For those who don't know, I don't know how you would know at this point. Companions are everywhere. 6 mana companion, 6/6. Our companion restriction is our deck can only have even converted mana costs. So zeros, 2s, 4s, 6s, those who failed first grade math. And Gyruda is a 6/6 for 6. Comes into play. Each player mills top 4 cards, and you get to reanimate a creature card with an even mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield under your control. So the 4 cards you milled, the 4 cards your opponent milled. Now, the goal is, normally that's pretty good, right? You get a 6/6, and you get another creature, perhaps something good off their deck or our deck. But our goal is not to be, oh, let's get 2 creatures, it's pretty cool. Our goal is to kill our opponent in one shot. So our deck is full of clone effects and decks that can make Gyruda happen again. So whole bevy of clones here. The best one is Spark Double, because Spark Double has a special clause that allows it to not be legendary. Therefore, we can have multiple copies of Gyruda in play at once. Otherwise, it's just a clone. Comes into play as a 7/7, copies Gyruda. Once Gyruda gets copied, you do it again. Mill 4. Hopefully you hit another Spark Double. You do it again. Sakashima the Impostor. Similar idea. It is still legendary, but its name is... I'm saying it wrong, probably, whatever. So that one stays. We also have Restoration Angel, which can flicker Gyruda to allow you to do it again immediately. And then we have some clones that won't actually stay, but allow us to maintain a critical mass to keep comboing over and over again. So Dack's duplicate's really cool. It gives the copy haste, which is cool. And then Phantasmal Image and Phyrexian Metamorph are just like pretty castable cards. Both cards I've seen play in various formats, just played normally. So we play Gyruda, and the goal is to keep chaining these. So eventually we have a couple copies of Gyruda in play. Then we hopefully hit Dragonlord Kolaghan to give them all haste, attack for lethal. Or we hit Sire of Insanity, which will make each player discard their hand. And of course, we'll already have a bunch of 6/6s in play and should hopefully win the game next turn. Good against combo decks, and decks that could somehow maybe terminus the board away or things like that. Not much point in having a second Dragonlord Kolaghan because they are legendary, so it gets a little awkward if we hit either one of those. Otherwise, we have sort of the standard sort of Eldrazi stompy fare here as well. We're playing Ancient Tomb and City of Traitors just as ways to accelerate out Gyruda quickly. And Chalice the Void plays, of course, very, very well with those cards anyways. Chalice the Void, of course, nice Brainstorm, nice Ponder, and so on and so forth. Many 1-mana spells are played in Legacy, and Chalice stops them all. And Thought-Knot Seer, just a reasonable card. Sometimes you gotta display things, and Thoughtseize effect can provide a little bit of interaction in our main deck. Kind of cool. Remaining 2 copies are in the sideboard. And we have a lot of fast mana here. Now, there are 2 very important parts about our mana base. Of course, our soul lands are really good. Tap for 2 each. Perhaps the most important card in the entire deck is Cavern of Souls. Because Cavern of Souls allows us to beat Force of Will. One of the elements that Belcher decks don't usually have. So, opponents got Force of Will in their deck. We have Cavern of Souls. We get to resolve Gyruda and then do our thing, which is very, very good. So Cavern of Souls, fantastic. And then, of course, the fast mana. So we have Lotus Petal and Chrome Mox providing us a little bit of a 1-mana boost here. But the real exciting card is Lion's Eye Diamond. And the cool thing about this combo deck is we have our combo card in our hand every game. But it's not actually in our hand. It's off to the side in exile where it's totally safe from Thoughtseize and totally safe from Lion's Eye Diamond. So, in theory, we can win the game on turn 1. We have 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds. A 2-card hand of 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds can win the game on turn 1 fairly easily. Crack both Lion's Eye Diamonds, and then cast Gyruda from exile. So, The companion mechanic gets around the drawback of Lion's Eye Diamond, which is pretty cool as well. So, powerful deck, swinging for the fences here, some cool sideboard cards here. Monolith, suppose if we need to be a little more linear and just be fast, Monolith can allow a lot of turn 2 Gyrudas. Defense grid against counterspells, Ratchet Bomb against small creatures, things like that, Aether Wild, so on and so forth. Mindbreak Trap against combo decks, obviously can't play Force of Will or Force Negation, is a little annoying, but and their remaining Thought-Knot Seers. So, deck seems awesome. This deck's been floating around a bit for a little while now, and I wanted to give it a spin and see if what all the fuss is about. So, we're going to rock this deck in just a minute, but first, quick word from our sponsors at CoolStuffInc.com. Check out those new sleeves. Good stuff. CoolStuffInc.com. Be right back.
CoolStuffInc.com now has their own branded sleeves. These sleek, matte finished sleeves will keep all standard size cards safe and protected. Get yours today at CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, let's go. Match 1. Choose our companion here. Will our opponent also select a companion? No. No companion for our opponent. Okay. And not too great of a hand here. Not too great of a hand. 4 colorless mana and nothing to do with it. So we're going to mulligan this one. Mulligan to 7. Cavern of Souls, City of Traitors. This hand seems very reasonable. We can keep this. We're going to ship Dack's Duplicate, probably the worst clone effect in our hand. On the draw 2 here, so not a great hand. Draw a little fast mana can be certainly improved. Gemstone Mine. Typically, Gemstone Mine decks are not fair decks, so looking like Dredge. Okay. Actually, very amusing is that when Gyruda starts going off, it mills them, so it's going to trigger some of their Dredge stuff, but it could also just deck them, which is a very real thing. So, do they have their own lines on Diamond? They do not. So they just have a turn 1 looting, more of a modern start than I guess not anymore, but modern start than a legacy start. Unfortunately, our hand is not great, but we get to play, I suppose, Tundra. I guess we want to play, I guess they don't have counterspells anyway, right? So it's possibly a Force of Will, and they're like, we'll just play Cavern of Souls and name a demon. I don't think we're casting any blue spells at the moment. Probably end up Chrome Moxing this guy Gyruda anyway, so we're really just going to see how fast they can kill us here. Got their Dredge shenanigans lined up. Dredge 6 for a Golgari Grave Troll. Don't hit too much here. Of course, Cabal Therapy cannot hit our Gyruda because it's in the Companion Zone. Must be nice. Might have been a reason just to run out Chrome Mox, though, honestly. And they're about to Cephalid Coliseum most of their graveyard, which is not too good for us, but yeah, I think actually playing Chrome Mox probably was what I should have done. So I wasn't really thinking about Cabal Therapy. And we're pretty much going to Mox the Gyruda anyway, so... Alright, Dredge 4 off Thug. 4 off Thug, then 5 off Imp, hit 2 Narcomoebas. Yes, they're probably going to be able to Cabal Therapy my Chrome Mox here. I imagine they won't name Chrome Mox in the first shot, but... Though it is very funny that if they don't kill us, and we get to cast Gyruda, we will probably just deck them. So, kind of cute in that regard that we have a sort of like backup combo kill. So they also have a Hogak in there as well. Only 1 copy of Bridge from Below. 2 copies of Cabal Therapy. So they could cast Hogak this turn. Yeah, not playing Chrome Mox, definitely a mistake. Typically you want to hold on to Chrome Mox, not play it before necessary, but to give you some more options, and not to reveal it. But in this case, the only piece of interaction they have is have hits hits my hand. So I don't know what they would name here, honestly. There aren't many cards that you would name besides like Chrome Mox, LED. So they'll probably have us in like a 2-turn clock here. They have an Icarus in their graveyard as well. So once we draw Lion's Eye Diamond next turn, we were probably going to lose. They named Gyruda. Interesting. Sure. I mean, I can't imagine they're not flashing back there beyond Chrome Mox and casting Hogak. I just can't even fathom what they would do besides that. I mean, just blow my mind if they didn't do it. Let's complete played Chrome Mox. We got City and another Soul Land. Yeah. Alright, so Chrome Mox is gone. You have to play the big old Gaxter. Not exactly speeding through here. And there's your Gaxter. Alright, so let's draw a Lion's Eye Diamond off the top on either of our next 2 draw steps. Big draw step. That is not a Lion's Eye Diamond. I guess we're playing Tundra. We can't draw a Lotus Petal and a Soul Land, so don't want to play City yet. And I imagine we're just dead. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Opponent is playing their deck on a toaster. It seems like their computer is not very fast. It's funny because, I mean, we can't concede because if we draw LED next turn, we probably just win. So, attack for a whole bunch. We go to 4. They still have a Cabal Therapy available. Doesn't really matter. Just comes down to, can we draw LED next turn? Name Oko Thief of Grounds. Just name something. Pick something. Name a card. Any card. Doesn't really matter. They name Lion's Eye Diamond, sure. Which doesn't really make sense, but I guess there's no other card that matters anyway, so. Because they know we have City, we would have just cast the Gyruda, so. Here we go. Let's go. Very exciting. Lion's Eye Diamonds. Close. Close. 5 mana is not 6 mana, so we are dead. 2. Yep. All right. So, not a great game. Definitely screwed up there. If I had played that Chrome Mox, we would have won that game. So, my bad. My bad. Certainly not ideal. As far as sideboarding goes, like, I'm not really sure what I guess this is a Monolith matchup, so you probably want to just race to Gyruda. Chalice of the Void seems particularly unexciting, as does Thought-Knot Seer. Well, I guess on the play, Chalice on 1's not bad. It stops Breakthrough and Faithless Looting. Definitely cutting the Thought-Knot Seers, that's for sure. We're probably just gonna shave like 2 Chalices. I mean, I suppose Sire of Insanity's not very good either. You just like cut that completely. And we're on the play, so we just cut Gemstone Caverns. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. We'll leave it all 4 Chalices. Chalice at 1, so it seems good against them. Turn 1 on the play, so. Try this again. I think we should be favored here, honestly. We are like the Glass Cannon turn 2, turn 1, turn 2 combo deck, so. Alright, Gyruda, I choose you. Double Ancient Tomb LED. So that's a pretty good hand. We're going to keep that one. Turn 1 Chalice, turn 2 Gyruda. We're going to make sure to play our Lion's Eye Diamond this time. Big brain. And we have turn 1 Chalice, turn 2 Gyruda. When it mulligans 2-4. Yeah, just drawing Lion's Eye Diamond is so good. You might even want to be mulliganing even more aggressively to Lion's Eye Diamond. Just any hand with Lion's Eye Diamond just seems unbelievably good. Very funny how they made this card to be the bad Black Lotus and still very, very good. And Chalice on 1. So. GLHF. Oh boy. Our opponent's also playing 61 cards. It's interesting. Alright. 1 red in the pool. Lotus Petal has been cast. 1 white in the pool. Are they going to shatter my Lion's Eye Diamond? No, they're going to smash the Chalice of the Void. That's funny, because I think actually playing LED might have been wrong there, because they can't Cabal Therapy us. So we exposed it to a shatter effect, which is actually comical that we've managed to play both these games incorrectly when we made like 2 decisions. But thankfully it doesn't matter. We're just going to play Gyruda and have it not be a problem. But pretty silly stuff. So discard our hand for black. Tap these. And turn 2 1 card combo. First Gyruda trigger. We get a Dack's duplicate. We'll copy Gyruda. And we're going to keep the Dack's duplicate because it has haste. Gyruda. We're going to hit, I guess, another Dack's duplicate. Copy that. Keep one of these, doesn't matter which one. And now they have we get to remove their bridge from below. A cute side effect here to us sacrificing our own creatures. And again, Phantasmal Image, almost whiffed there. Kind of scary. We're going to keep this one. They hit Narcomoebo, which is obviously annoying, but so we are milling them, so we probably need to win the game here. Spark Double's a good one. Copy this, and it'll actually have haste and dethrone, because we copied it, which is pretty cool. So do it again. Spark Double again. Do it again. This time, Phyrexian Metamorph. Copy this. Spark Double. Copy again. And they've only hit 1 Narcomoebo, but pretty interesting. We have lethal right now. We probably just stop, I would think. Because they could hit like more Narcomoebos and stuff. We just kill them, so you have all these hasted attackers. Yeah, so we probably should just stop at this point. We could keep going, but sure. Turn 2 kill. There we go. And even though we probably played incorrectly by playing our LED. Playing decks like this, you don't make a lot of decisions, but the ones you make are important. So it's important to not mess them up. So we're gonna bring the Caverns in. Now we're on the draw. I think Chalice of the Void is less interesting. But still gonna leave them in because it seems better than everything else. I mean, like, Ratchet Bomb could destroy a bunch of 2/2 zombie user or something like that, but realistically, the game is probably not about that. So I'm not super concerned about it. They have zombies in play. It means they already did their thing like 10 times over. So just gonna try and hit us with a nice, good LED hand again. I think we'll be in good shape. Gyruda, I choose you. Okay, so we have a Chrome Mox and 2 Soul Lands. So in theory, this could be like a turn 3 Gyruda, and it is all based off of lands, so they can't like Cabal Therapy as long as you play this Chrome Mox on turn 1. But they showed us a Shatter in the first game, and I think that we should just be mulliganing kind of aggressively, honestly. I think I'm pretty happy just shipping this hand. These extra cards like don't really mean very much. We're just looking for mana sources on Gyruda, and London Mulligan's pretty good here. We're gonna mulligan. Let's look for an LED. All right, that looks much better. So we're gonna keep this and just ship one of the bad clones. And as long as nothing bad happens to us, we have a turn 1 Gyruda. One mulligans to 5. City Brass, 1 red in the pool. Looking like a looting. This card's 2 copies of Bridge from Below. Pretty wild. So no dredge cards, but they do have double LED. So okay, and they also had an imp in their hand too. So okay, so they have pretty good hand here. They hit another looting off of this these dredges here. They could go pretty nuts this turn, and they did. However, what? They didn't dredge? Huh. Oh, it's Putrid Imp. Oh, I'm blind. I thought it was Stinkweed Imp. I was very, very confused. So they actually found 0 dredges. They actually had like the nut hand, but I just could not find a dredge card. They had triple looting on turn 1 with their dredge card, and now we're gonna turn 1 them. They're gonna feel really bad about themselves. But it's pretty. This is real magic here. Just slapping it down, going crazy. All right, black. Make a red. Oh yeah, that's just the case. So pretty wild magic there. Pretty wild magic. All right, round 2. We choose our companion. Do they choose their companion? They don't. Is this a time warp? Are we playing Magic in the year not 2020? All right, so we're gonna mulligan here. Hand's pretty mopey, so just looking for fast mana, and we are on the play. So Gemstone Caverns not so great, and opponent mulligans also. We're gonna mulligan again. Okay, now the problem with this hand is that Chrome Mox is a card that gets worse when you mulligan because we have Mox imprint card, and 3 lands, but we got to get rid of 2 of these cards. So I'm just gonna mulligan again, honestly. I think Sounds like pretty bad. These Chrome Moxes are actively just terrible, so starting to realize that we should be mulling with this deck really, really aggressively. Especially it's my first time playing a deck, so opponent mulligans to 5 as well. We're gonna keep, even though we have no lands, just bat on the back of LED and Lotus Petal. And hope we draw some lands, I guess. I mean, this seems better than going to 4, so ship off the extraneous clones. We're going to keep the Gyruda in our hand in case they have a way to counter our first Gyruda, I guess. I don't think that really matters, but and I think we're going to play our cards. We don't know what they're playing, obviously, but they could be a Chalice deck. I'm just going to play our cards. We're going to hold on to our Chalice, obviously, but you know, one double land and we're off to the races here. Mana Confluence, okay. Dredge again. Sure, I guess. Didn't know Dredge was as popular. Discarding Icarid and Grave Troll. And no Lion's Eye Diamond themselves. So untap and draw Ancient Tomb. Not quite. Not quite. Now the awkward thing is here, we could play Chalice. Yeah, they're actually never gonna draw a card in the end, so it doesn't matter. Chalice would stop their LEDs, but like they're never gonna draw a new card anyway, so and we're just turning off our LEDs as good draws, so we just say go here. Playing some real dice roll and magic here. Mana Confluence number 2. Up. Well, that's awkward. Even so, I think turning off our own LEDs and the Lotus Petals as good draws is probably not smart. So they are going to do a lot of stuff this turn, though. Probably everything. They have almost infinite mana. Now they have 3 bridges, too. This is turn 2. I'm pretty sure that when Dr. Richard Garfield, you know, had that shower epiphany of, I should build a game with cards and dragons and stuff, this is exactly what he intended upon. I'm pretty sure, you know. So Ox of Agonist with a red floating, dredge a bunch of cards, hit some Narcomoebas, all 4 Bridge from Belows. Definitely love to just hit any. I mean, we have 11 good hits here. We have 4 Ancient Tomb, 4 City of Traitors, 3 Lion's Eye Diamonds, and again, amusingly enough, we probably can't break through their board, but the Gyrudas will just mill them. We'll just mill 4, mill 4, mill 4, mill 4, mill 4. They're dead. So, Ox number 2, Cannibal Ox in the house. Alright. Discard some Grave Trolls. Play some cards. They just drew 3 naturally. Flashback of Therapy. Yep. Now they have 15 cards in their deck. So we're drawing to 1/5 of our deck wins the game on the spot. We have 11 hits and 55 cards. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. 8, 16. Yep, we're dead. Alright, it's turn 3 kill on their part. Pretty good in the play there. On the draw, I'm sorry. Alright, so same sideboarding. Monoliths come in. Take out the Sire of Insanity and the Thought-Knot Seers. And we're on the play. So take out the Gemstone Caverns. And let her rip. Let her rip. Monolith does seem pretty good. You can almost see playing Monolith over Chrome Mox in the main deck. Chrome Mox seems awkward because of how we're trying to aggressively mulligan. You should just choose your companion for you, you know? Hello. Yeah, this is a turn 1. Let's keep. Yeah, Monolith seems great. All right. Ancient Tomb. Grim Monolith. LED. 3 blue. Cast Gyruda. All right. Survey says Restoration. Okay, so Restoration Angel. Flicker. Gyruda. Let it rip. Dack's duplicate. I probably want to copy the Restoration Angel here. There's no point having 2 Gyrudas, so let's copy Restoration Angel. Flicker Gyruda. Restoration Angel again. Or well, now I want to just clone the Restoration Angel with haste, I think. So this, copy this, flicker this. Alright, Spark Double and copy Gyruda. Dack's duplicate or the Impostor. What's Dack's duplicate? Copy Restoration Angel. Flicker the actual Gyruda. Trigger again. Dack's duplicate. I guess we're going to be making 6/6s. Yeah, I can't copy the legend though. Yeah, all right, sure. Copy Restoration Angel. This is the actual Gyruda. Yeah, okay. Copy the actual Gyruda. Flicker, trigger, Metamorph, copy Gyruda, keep Gyruda, the actual Gyruda, trigger again, get rid of the Rich and Blows, pretty cool. It is cool we're getting rid of all the... What just happened? Did I just misclick their graveyard? I guess when trying to scroll down in their graveyard, I hit this card by accident. That's really, really, really awkward. So we've fizzled, I guess, but I guess I just named sorcery and they can't do anything anyway. We just attack them with all of our things. Okay, so I misclicked there, but I don't think it matters. We should still win. Really, really awkward though. So we just attack with all of our things. Dethrone means whenever it attacks player with the most life or tie for the most life, put a counter on it. So yeah, we're attacking for 1 million anyway here. So I think we misclicked, honestly. I was trying to look at the graveyard over here by hitting this down button, and I must have just clicked it by accident, but still fine. Still good enough. Bring the Caverns, got a Chalice, same sideboarding as last time. Oddly enough, turn 1 Gyruda was good enough, so all right, so I got an LED, but I got a bunch of garbage here. We're gonna mulligan this. Play mulligan 6. We're gonna mulligan also. Yeah, that one's really bad too. Going to 5. We'll keep this one. Put back, I guess, Spark Double. Duplicate. And I guess we Gemstone Caverns. I mean, all right. So don't Cabal Therapy me, I guess. Don't tap for black. They could still therapy me in theory, but discard double Grave Troll. No LED. Alright, well, that, as they say it, is probably that. Alright, so basically just don't fizzle. Okay, Dack's duplicate. Now, we've already gotten rid of 2 Restoration Angels. I kind of want to keep the original Gyruda in play so that Angels are also live to go off. So I think we're just going to keep the original, even though it doesn't have haste. I believe that's correct. Deals a bridge, they get a Narcomoeba. Oh my god. Oh, okay, good. There's only one choice. Copy this. Keep the original. And we hit 4 non-things. And now we've bricked. Okay, that's really bad. Well, we just milled a bunch of cards for them and only put a 6/6 in play. So, seems pretty statistically difficult to brick at that point, but we did. So, also hit no Spark Doubles or Restoration Angels or ways to make at least more than 1 token. So, we're in big trouble here, folks. Live by the sword, die by the sword, I suppose. Now they can just reanimate. They have a Dread Return in here somewhere? Yes, they can just get back the Archon and name creature, and we just lose. Yeah, it kind of sucks, I guess. I mean, sometimes you brick, even when it's not mathematically likely. That is certainly the case. But they can't... What do they have? If they have therapy, and they only have 1 bridge. I think we have 1 turn to draw exactly Phantasmal Image. So they only have 1. Oh, they have 2 therapies. Never mind. So therapy themselves again, and then Hogak. And they could sack the Hogak and Dread Return. So yeah, we should be dead here. We should be locked out of the game. Yeah, so play Hogak, and then Dread Return targeting the Archon, which is definitely an interesting card, and I've never even seen this card before. It's kind of a rude card, honestly. Alright, it's a smart play on their part, so we are dead. Our target X creatures, and we can't remove the Archon from play. So, alright. Definitely sucks to fizzle, but I suppose that's life. 1-1 so far. 1-1. Wild games. Alright, on the play. Round 3. Gyruda, I choose you. Don't let me down this time, my friend. Alright, we're going to keep this in for sure. We are 1 colored mana short of casting Gyruda, but we have turn 1 Chalice on the play, which is pretty good, and should buy us enough time to do our thing. Also just ask these Metamorphs too, so I'm going to keep this. Alright. Oops. We'll play our Petal. I guess no, we won't. They can't daze us either or anything like that. So yeah, just do it. Yeah. Chalice on 1. I guess we still play our Petal. In case they have like a Chalice on 0 or something, or they're just gonna scoop. Alright, they're gonna hide what they're doing. So what deck would scoop to Chalice on 1 that want to hide what they were doing? What deck can't beat Chalice on 1? The Delver deck can still like force Gyruda or something like that. Like burn or something. I'm not sure. They might have gotten us here as far as sideboarding goes. We could bring in like maybe some Ratchet Bombs to like hedge because they're playing like Delvers and stuff. Thought-Knot Seer is probably still fine. All right, we're not going to sideboard. Just let it ride. If they want to scoop game one, not showing us a card, they can have the advantage of us not knowing what they're playing. All right. Gyruda, I choose you. All right, pretty easy mulligan here. We do have Gemstone Caverns on a draw, which is very amusing, but nothing else. So opponent's going to keep 7, and we're going to draw an LED and some cities and a petal. So we're going to keep this. I'm going to ship one of these City of Traitors and see what we can do here. Can't currently beat a Force of Will, but Cavern of Souls, interesting. On Elf, that makes sense. What deck can't beat Chalice of the Void? So, they're going to play a Birch Lore Rangers, and I believe we're going to kill them. So, cool. LED. Petal. Petal. City. Blue. Alright, Gyruda. Don't fail me now. Turn 1. Boom. Resto, Spark, we're going to Spark double here. Let's see if we need to do that. Copy this. Sure, Gyruda. We bricked. Alright. I mean, we did put a 6-6 and a 7-7 in play on turn 1. So, I suppose we'll have to live with that. They milled some cards. They're playing Elves. Definitely not a great thing against Elves if they're able to get Elvish Wirewood Symbiote and Elvish Visionary together. They can just block forever. If they have a combo kill, can't do much. I believe the Elf decks are pretty cool. They've been boarding into Lurrus sometimes, which is kind of cool, but no companion now, obviously. Dryad Arbor's not bad for us. It obviously is can't tap for mana yet, so they're just gonna say go. That's pretty wild. And they're gonna concede. Well, that's actually insane. We drew the one card we can cast that actually might win us the game. But they weren't dead, and they could possibly even kill us next turn, maybe like glimpse or whatever, but sure. We'll take it. If we had cast the image, we probably would have won anyway, so sweet. 2-1. Easy game. Alright, that last match might have been the shortest match in the history of Magic. Our opponent played essentially 2 turns, I guess. We won on turn 1, and they scooped on turn 2 in game 2. So, yes. My only weakness, the mirror. And that means whoever casts Gyruda, you're almost guaranteed to hit, and they kept 7. All right, we got a mulligan literally to the nuts because I mean, either they have Chalice on 0 or they have the turn 1 Gyruda, which means we lose. So we had a mulligan to like double LED here. So we're going to motion a mulligan. I don't think we can keep a hand with that without an LED. So, all right. Nope. Still no LED. And a mulligan. 3 cards. There's an LED. And a petal. We are a soul land short here, but we got to keep this one, I think. I don't think going to 2 is reasonable. So keep this. Ship. I mean, keeping a clone means we can clone their Gyruda if they fizzle. But them fizzling is like almost impossible because they have both of our decks to hit off of. Thought-Knot Seer seems worthless. We're on 3 cards. We just want land, petal, LED. So I guess, yeah. I guess Cavern of Souls is worthless. So, all right. They're probably going to turn 1 us anyway. So, yep. I wonder if this video is going to go down in history as the least amount of turns I have ever played in a cool stuff video. They discarded Sire of Insanity. All right, so there you go. And again, they have our deck and their deck to hit off of. So them bricking is close to impossible. Oh man, good times, good times. Had some long queue times here between the matches, and I think I've spent more time waiting in the queue than I have to actually play. This is fun though. I'm playing in the Lotus Box Open this Sunday for you viewers watching on Monday. It was yesterday, and I'm considering playing this deck because I haven't gotten to play much Legacy lately. So just let it ride, you know. And our opponents let it ride right in our face. So dead on turn one here. This deck feels a little bit like Tron in Modern, where if they keep 7, you go, oh my god, we're in trouble. Either they don't know what they're doing or we're in trouble. So we're going to want Mindbreak Trap for sure. We're on the play, so Chalice on 0 is also pretty good. Definitely don't want Thought-Knot Seer. And honestly, given that we're like more likely to hit off their deck anyway, can we just cut a clone, realistically? Just cut like maybe a Metamorph, I guess. And then I don't want Defense Grid. I don't want Mono. I do want Monolith, actually. These Monolith allows for a turn 2. I guess on the play isn't as bad. The question becomes, do I want these Chalices or not? Playing Chalice on 0 seems insane. I think we do. We're on the play, so we're going to cut the Gemstone Caverns. Let's bring in the Monoliths also and cut like a couple of clones. Given our fizzle rate's lower, probably going to cut the Sire too. Cut the Sire and like 2 Metamorphs. And let's do this. Monolith allows for a turn 2. So gonna play first. I think my experience that I really picked up from game 1 there has steered me in the direction of going first. All right, so we have LED Chalice. All right, this is a keep because we can go Chalice. We can get LED Chalice on 0 land, and the next turn City cast Gyruda. So we're gonna keep this. Chalice the Void makes it almost impossible for them to kill us quickly without their own fast mana. So they kept 7 too. Wow. All right, so we're gonna go LED. This also plays around Mindbreak Trap too, so which is kind of nice. Chalice on 0. Cavern naming Demon, and we'll pass the turn. Ancient Tomb. Oh no, not Ratchet Bomb. That suck. Powder Keg. That's insane. Who's bringing Powder Keg? I guess it's your only way to beat Chalice, right? On the draw. That is insane. I mean, that's like really bad for us. I don't know if we can win anymore. All right. Yeah, that was totally insane. All right. I guess we got leveled. I mean, I guess on the draw, you just have to bring the Powder Kegs and the Ratchet Bombs in because you can't beat a Chalice. That's wild. All right. I mean, I guess we're drawing to a Lotus Petal, an LED, or a Chrome Mox. Another Ratchet Bomb? Sure. So, LED, Lotus Petal, Chrome Mox. A lot of draws. Cool. All right, yeah. Yeah. Blue. Just in case, name black. Turn 3 Gyruda after a very interactive game. Alright. Gyruda. Oops. Let's take our Spark Double and copy. Now let's take our Spark Double and copy. Now let's take our Dack's duplicate. That means that I won't be able to keep the original Gyruda, but also have multiple Gyrudas in play, and I'll have haste. So yeah, I think I want that. So Dack's duplicate, copy Gyruda, copy the non-legendary Gyruda. Awesome. Never mind, that works too. So now you can copy. So you can copy the non-legendary Gyruda, which is even better. Let's copy this Gyruda with haste and Spark Double. Copy the Gyruda with haste. And they look to be dead to me. I should probably just stop. Yeah, sure. All right. We are playing Magic, folks. Now we're on the draw. The Chalices come out, and the Bombs come in, and the Caverns comes in, because we need to be able to beat a Chalice. And we, if you can't Chalice before they can get zeros, Chalice doesn't matter. So, they kept 7 2 games in a row. It's crazy. All right. Oh man, Richard Garfield somewhere is really excited about this. Gyruda, I choose you. I mean, I think we have to keep this hand, even though we can't beat a Chalice. They kept 7 again? 3 games in a row? Oh, man. So if they have a turn 1 or a Chalice, we can't win. But I don't think we can realistically turn down our own turn 1. Like, I guess we could... I mean, LED can stop a turn 1. And then a Ratchet Bomb effect could stop a Chalice. Right now we can't stop either. Oh, man. I think they get a mulligan this end. If they kept 7 here, that means that we're either dead or getting chaliced. So we have to mulligan this hand. This is insane. We're going to mulligan our double LED turn 1 hand, because realistically they would not have kept their 7 card hand unless they had either a Chalice on 0 or a way to win on turn 1. So we got to go looking for a way to stop that. Another double LED hand that also can't beat a Chalice or beat turn 1. Oh, we're wasting all of our LED draws. That's how it works, right? Oh my god. Alright, we got a mulligan again. Same problem. Alright. I mean, this hand has Mindbreak Trap. So this hand beats a turn 1. It doesn't beat a Chalice, but we can beat Chalice by playing lands. So we do have, we just need to draw 1 land for, or 1 agent to it. We're going to keep this. We need to get rid of our clones, I guess. And then we're going to Gemstone Caverns the Phantasmal Image. And just keep our lands. Oh boy. Please have a turn 1 and not a Chalice. Thank God. Oh, man. Alright, so mulliganing saved us there. Play decks like this, it's all about mulliganing, and it's all about not making sure you don't mess up your 1 or 2 big few plays. So, goodbye. That's got to be the game. I mean, we're not there yet, but we're pretty close. Ratchet Bomb. Do we just cast Ratchet Bomb to destroy their Chrome Mox? We're going to cast it, I guess. I don't know if we're going to use it or not. Yeah. And they have actual nothing, so... we're gonna bomb because I want to turn off a naturally drawn Mindbreak Trap, and just probably the right thing to do anyway. So I don't want to float mana, so we'll do it now. Draw a soul land or an LED. Name something fun, like Goblin. Blue, 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 blue. Colorless. All right. I imagine it'd be pretty tough to fizzle here, so let it ride. Gyruda. Their Spark Double. Copy Gyruda. Our Dack's duplicate. Copying the non-legendary Gyruda. Their Dack's duplicate. Copying the non-legendary Gyruda. This is lethal, right? And Dragonlord Kolaghan. Attack step. Kill you. Alright. That was the most interactive match we've played so far. Did not see that coming. Alright. 3-1. This deck's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody gets a Force of Will deck yet, but deck's pretty wild. Alright. On the play. Gyruda. Opponent is not Gyruda. They're nothing. No companions. And we've got Cavern Petal Mox. We have essentially 5 mana on the play. Most importantly, we have Cavern of Souls. We can beat a Force of Will type effect. I think we're going to keep this. It's not great. A small ball stuff here, but we're going to keep. I'll play Mox in case they have a Chalice, something like that. Just get rid of Dack's duplicate. We can just cast Restoration Angel too, so. Not quite there yet, but. See if we have maybe a blue deck. It's funny, because I don't even know if we should play Dryad Arbor Go. Okay. I don't know if we should play Cavern of Souls. I guess now they're playing Dryad Arbor, so they're playing Elves or something. I don't know what they're doing. Spark double. We could spark double the Dryad Arbor. we'd be losing a petal to gain a 2/2 Dryad Arbor, which isn't very good, I guess, but it's kind of funny. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really do anything for us, I guess. So I guess we'll just not do it. It puts 2/2 in play, but I don't think that really matters. So let's just say go, I guess. Turn 1 Dryad Arbor. It's the cheaty Dryad Arbor too. One looks like a forest. In paper, this thing's with your lands. Not a chance you'll know it's Dryad Arbor. One of the worst designs of a Magic card aesthetically, possibly in the history of the game. They're playing Elves. This has been a really weird league. Dredge, Elves, Gyruda Mirror. Not a Force of Will in sight. Quirion Ranger. Alright, I mean, we might just die here, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go get some popcorn. I'll see you guys later. Yep. I only wish I was getting popcorn. I wasn't just riffing. Alright, so they get to keep playing Elves and Glimpse of Nature, for those who are unaware. And to keep untapping the Dryad Arbor, making mana. And it looks like they're stopping there. So they have 8 cards in hand. And no land in play currently. And let's just draw any mana source. Well, I suppose that's also good. Let's play a Chalice on 1. Probably slow things down a little bit. This has got to be a really good matchup for us. They just have no way to interact with Gyruda. And we also have 4 Chalices in our deck. So we're like a turn 1 combo deck that has 4 Chalices. Both things that are historically very good against Elves. I never know Elves is good. I don't know what I guess Once Upon a Time is really good in Elves, but I'm not sure what's changed that made Elves back to being a good deck again. But definitely a cool deck. Good friend of mine, Andrew Jessup, one of the best Elves players in the world. Andrew played Elves so much. Andrew played Elves in so many tournaments back when the SG Tour was doing Legacy all the time. And I don't think he ever won an Open with Elves. I think he lost the finals of like 1 or 2 of them. Alright, so 2 mana means a Green Sun Zenith, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's one way around Chalice of the Void, sure. Zenith for 1. I mean, if they had a Rex Sage in their deck, I guess they probably couldn't make enough mana to Zenith for 3. I don't know, honestly. Elvish Reclaimer. Kind of a cool card. It's an elf that finds lands. I'm not sure what their plans with that, but let's draw Mana Source. We did it. This one's going to name Goblin for old time's sake. Little elves versus goblins here. Cast Gyruda, blue, white, black, colorless, white, blue. Alright, no misses here, please. Alright, first ball up. Phantasmal Image. Or their Elvish Visionary. Very tempting. Very tempting. Alright, keep the real Gyruda. Second ball up. Gyruda or Image again. We are making the Reclaimer bigger, but they have Bajuka Bog on their deck. Interesting. Might be like a hybrid deck. Let's we'll find out. So, whatever. Play Gyruda. Keep this Gyruda. Go again. Resto works for me. We're see a lot of her deck, which is cool. So, flicker that. Gyruda for Spark Double. Sire of Insanity is also there, but I don't think our board's going good enough to win, so we're not gonna do that one. Let's get Spark Double. And is the flyer better than a 6/6? No, because I want to have a Spark Double that I can copy with the Dax things. So Metamorph, copy the non-legendary Spark Double. I guess Spark Double, copying the non-legendary Gyruda, Restoration Angel, flickering the actual Gyruda. Cool. Alright, so turn 4. A little slower than usual. But alright, so we're gonna want what? I would say our Thought-Knot Seers have been pretty terrible. We played against no fair decks, so that makes sense. I mean, Powder Keg, Ratchet Bomb seem awesome, obviously. We're on the draw, so the Gemstone Caverns. Sire of Insanity doesn't seem very good. They're capable of rebuilding their hand pretty quick if they have a Visionary and a Symbiote and stuff. I just think we want to kill them, realistically. And I don't think... I mean, Monolith, like, does enable for some turn 2s, but... I want to cut the Chrome Mox for the Monoliths. Chrome Mox says it doesn't really feel great, honestly. It's fine, but you can just also add a color of mana, because colored mana is kind of important. This is pretty interesting. I don't think I want Trap. It's not really particularly great against them. Defense Grid Monolith. I think the big question is, do I want Grim Monolith? And do I even want these Powder Kegs and Ratchet Bombs? Like, Monolith, if they're not going to force to will us, then Monolith will just allow for a lot of turn 2 Gyrudas. So I probably want it. And then maybe we shave, like, 2 Chrome Mox and, like, 2 clones. I don't like lowering my hit counts, realistically, but I just gotta land, too. They're not going to be, like, attacking my lands in any way. I don't think. Take out Cavern of Souls. I don't want to do that, honestly. Really weird. Maybe we'd want like 2 monoliths. I'm not really sure, honestly. I I don't even know if we need these. But I think it's a safe hit. I'll bring in 2 of these. Let's try this. They're going to have some sort of artifact hate. Because they got to kill Chalice, obviously. It's kind of cool. Like, they have to kill Chalice, but also beat us before we combo them. So, alright. Pretty bad hand here, mulligan. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Okay. Do your worst, I guess. I suppose they could have Bayou. Oh, God. Don't name LED. Oh, they're going to name LED so fast. Oh, they named Chalice. Oh, they're going to concede. No. All right. We could obviously fizzle. So, okay. I think. Yeah, I want City. No. Yeah, because I'm going to cast Ratchet Bomb too. So, let's play City. They could have Mindbreak Trap, I suppose, but let's make him have it, I guess. And having your combo card always in your hand every game is kind of cool. All right, big money. Big money, no whammies. Metamorph. Let's keep the original Gyruda. Keep the original Gyruda. Dack's duplicate. They have Archon too. I mean, if I name creature off Archon, can they win? I just keep going, right? Like, oops. We want to keep this one now, which can't we? So, okay, we have 4 Restoration Angels left, and in 40 cards, yeah, we got to keep the actual Gyruda because if I keep the copy and I hit a Restoration Angel, it does nothing because I can't flicker it. So we're gonna keep the original Gyruda and just keep going. And there you go. So there's a resto. Man, that was one of the more wild leagues I've played in a long time. This deck is something else. A lot of weird matchups. I'd say the matchups we played mostly favored us because of how how glass cannon we are, but against no Force of Wills, no like real days Force of Will decks. But this deck is wild. Definitely want to mulligan really aggressively. We learned that one really, really fast. I would say, I guess I didn't play against the full range of the formats. It's hard to know if these Thought-Knot Seers are bad, but right off my initial impressions are that Thought-Knot Seer is terrible, and Chrome Mox is only medium because he mulligans so much. I think I'd be really interested in just playing the Monoliths in the main deck and just being all in game 1. And then, we can lean on Cavern of Souls a little bit. I don't know if 2 Thought-Knot Seers is really doing much for you, just lean on Chalice and Cavern. And then boarding, as such. Chrome Mox is just like, we're looking to mull a lot for LED. Monolith also does it too, because you keep a 3-card hand that's just or I guess Petal, City of Traitors, Monolith, or whatever. You're pretty close to casting Gyruda, so I think that this actually play Monolith in the main, honestly. But again, didn't play against any blue decks. Not totally sure. Deck's definitely a hoot and a holler. If you're a Goblin Charbelcher player, if you're a combo player, if you're a person who loves to shove all their chips in the middle and flip over their cards, oh boy, this is a deck for you. Deck's definitely a hoot and a holler for sure. So thanks for watching so much. I appreciate it. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. There's a companion article to this video, of course, on CoolStuffInc.com, as there always is. So if you're watching on YouTube, hop on over to the CoolStuffInc.com proper website. Free content every single weekday, no paywall. I do a video article Monday, just like the one you're watching right now. I do a written article Friday. Last Friday, the article was all about Set Roulette, a really fun format where you play with 6 random sets, and they keep changing. It's really, really cool. Check it out in my article last Friday. And also, CoolStuff has some new sleeves coming out, which is really, really cool. Look for those on CoolStuffInc.com, the new sleeves, and promo code Jim5, 5% off your order, and get a free Goblin token. All right? Love y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. I'll see you next time.